Today I want to take the topic polynomials. This chapter I am taking from cbse 10th grade. Okay. What is meant by polynomials? Any algebraic expression contains minimum two terms or more than that, then it is called as polynomial. If single term is available, then we can call as monomial. If two terms are there, then we call as binomial, and three terms are there, we call as trinomial. So like this, if minimum two, maximum, like this means, then we can call such as polynomials. Okay. In this polynomial, one familiar question they are usually asking in cbse board exams. So that question only now I am planning to take. Okay. Take the expression x square minus 6x plus 5. This is a polynomial. They are asking you to find sum of the zeros and product of the zeros also. They will ask to verify this by the coefficients. This is the repeated question can be asked in cbse board exams. How to solve this sum? I will explain this. What is the expression given, my dear student? X square minus 6x plus 5. What they are asking? Find the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. What is actually sum of the zeros? So you take a quadratic equation. You take the same example, x square minus 6x plus 5. Find the roots they will ask in that. That is, if you factorize this, this will be x minus 5 into x minus 1 equal to 0. Okay. Then x will be 5 and 1. These are all called as roots of the quadratic equation. Where the same thing here in polynomial, they will call it as 0. They will call it as 0. Just now, what I told, the roots are x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 1 I told. So why they are using that word zeros? Why? What reason? That is very important now. You just substitute in this polynomial and see for 5 what will happen. So you simplify this. 25 minus 30 plus 5, it becomes 0. Again you substitute 1, what will happen? 1 square minus 6 into 1 plus 5 equals 0. Again 6 minus 6 is 0. If you are substituting two roots are here, two roots, one is 5 and one is 1, you are getting the expression value as 0, polynomial value is 0. That's why in the quadratic equation they are calling this as roots. So if you substitute these values, these values bringing 0 in the expression. That's why they adopted a new name for this. Instead of calling roots in the quadratic equation, instead they call this in quadratic equation as roots. But since in the polynomials, they are calling the same thing as zeros. Why? Because if you substitute in the polynomial becomes 0. That is the main reason for this. Okay. We will go to the question what they are asking. They are asking to find the sum of the roots, sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. Okay? Sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. What expression I had given here? X square minus 6x plus 5. Okay. How to find the zeros of this? Here it is an expression. So we have to solve this by factorization. Then you factorize, automatically you will get the value of x. How to factorize? You know, in factorizing, there are two types of conditions available. One is what? If you split the middle term, the sum should be minus 6. You take minus 5 and minus 1. See, here I am getting minus 6. Again, you just multiply minus 5 and minus 1. I am getting plus 5. So, here the mid term is satisfied by adding the terms, and product is satisfied and multiplying the minus 5 and minus 1. When these two conditions are satisfied, then only we will factorize this. If these two conditions are not satisfied, if one condition is satisfying, another condition is not satisfying, means it is not possible to find the roots. Okay, now what happened? Two conditions are satisfied. After that, what you have to do? Listen, x square minus 6x plus 5. Just put this. In the place of minus 6x, you write minus 5x and minus x. Okay? Then plus 5. You see in this, for x square minus 5x, which one is common? X is common. Okay? Then it will be x minus 5. Minus x plus 5, nothing is common. So minus 1 you treat as common. You take it as common. Then it becomes x minus 5. Then what will happen? X minus 5 into x minus 1. Okay? I think you are able to understand this? Okay. Now what happened? In order to find the zeros, what we have to do? You have to put x minus 5 equal to 0 and x minus 1 equal to 0. Then x is 5 and x is 1. So this is called as sum of the zeros. Okay? This is called as zero values. After this, we have to verify the zeros. What is 1 0? 1 0 is 5, another 0 is 1. Sum of the zeros means what we have to do? You just add these two things, which is equal to 5 plus 1, 6. This is called a sum of the zeros. Then product of the zeros is what? 5 into 1, 5. This is called as sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. But what expression they had given? X square minus 6x plus 5. This we did directly. Now what they are asking, verify this by the coefficients. What is the meaning of this? Now I will explain. Now you take verification. For verification, for sum, one formula is available, minus b by a, and for product, another formula is available, c by a. Minus b is what actually? A is 1, b is minus 6, c is 5. You already know this. So minus b means what will happen? Minus of minus 6 by a is 1. Then you are getting here some 6. C is what? 5 and a is 1, 5. You see, just remember like this. You just give a pencil tick in examinations purpose. So verification is success. Here they are telling sum is equal to minus b by a means what is the meaning of this? This we can understand like this also. Minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. C by a means what? Constant term divided by coefficient of x square. This is also correct. This sum is successfully completed, my dear student. Thank you.